Hello, everyone, and welcome to game number 2. It's the men, Oakland Community College and Henry Ford. Henry Ford in the white, Oakland in the green. And Eric, hey, both these teams come into this contest 1-1 in the conference and 12-4 for Oakland overall and 11-4 for Henry Ford.
Well, they both suffered losses on Wednesday, so both teams will be looking to get back on the winning track. Henry Ford had a really tough one where they lose a 81-79 or 71-69 loss to Macomb, where they led by 8 with 3 minutes to go. And OCC just said, Coach Jokai, he said they just ran out of gas against St. Clair. So this is going to be a tough one. And OCC really wants to control the tempo here at Henry Ford, but Coach Shepard, hey, he knows that everybody says that. Everybody comes in with a great plan until they get punched in the mouth.
All tied up at 2 right here at the start. Set these starting lineups for you. DJ Morrow, Holder, Spicer, Wright, and Mansour.
Very critical. If they're going to control the tempo, I'm talking about OCC, they can run within it. Coach Jokai said this. Coach Shepard understands it and acknowledges that OCC can run with them. But if OCC is going to control the tempo, they got to get on that glass. That's where it starts on the defensive end.
Starters for Henry Ford, Marshall, Ziegler, Roberts, Dotton. All tied up at 2. Nice job defensively. And Murray Allen and the slam dunk by Dotton.
Dotton's a high flyer on the wing. And Henry Ford, they love those wild plays early in games.
And the bounce right there is Mansour. Quickly back the other way, Henry Ford, that's Dotton, Gerald Dotton with 4 points.
Coach Jokai, in his, I think, second year here at OCC, brought some kids from De La Salle with him off that state championship team. It's nothing like having your own guys with you. We'll talk more about that because he's going to build a program. I know he's following Judge and he's following Carlos Rogers. Those guys had the program for a long time. But Coach Jokai brings a different style. He wants to really fortify, build a program and build something that, just like Coach Shepard has done here at Henry Ford.
Let's see how OCC, that's going to be a travel. Mansour thought he had a step through right there, but instead it was a step.
Well, there you see Allen, who, I mean, honestly, this is a kid who can take over a game with his scoring. Let's see what he does today. Now that he's running the team and you've got
good job on the defensive side. That was DJ Morrow.
And Shamarion Hardy did not start today. He's on the bench. Let's see what Allen does as I want to complete my thought there. Running the team. At some point, Allen, he'll play off the ball where he's more effective. That kid can score it. Speaking of scoring,
that one blocked from behind. It's Calvin Marshall trying to go up strong in the low paint. Ziegler from deep 3, no good, front of the rim. Hard foul by Oakland.
E.J. Roberts they got so many interchangeable parts. You got E.J. Roberts that can run the point, Amari Allen that can run the point. If you're in a real tight situation, you can allow Ziegler to ball handle a little bit. But it just shows the versatility that Henry Ford has.
Marshall at the line shooting 2. Donald Wilburn now checks into the game for Henry Ford.
Gonna need his spark, his boost, his action off the bench for Henry Ford today. It's gonna be huge. Gonna need it. Sounded like President Trump. Huge. It's gonna be huge. But this is a big game. Coach Shepard puts it all in perspective. He said it doesn't matter. You just got to win the conference tournament at the end of the year, and he's right about that. These are psychological games, though.
Skip pass. Lost the floor. Henry Ford wants to go inside and drive. Coming away with the rebound is Oakland. Oakland wants to run, spread the floor. Good ball movement on the wing, but stepping out of bounds on the sideline is Holder.
Well, so far, if you're OCC, you got to like the pace. Coach Jokai is like I said, a solid coach. I mean, here's a guy with a nice resume, state championship under your belt, and you make the natural elevation. That's what Coach Shepard has done. Stayed here in your JUCO ranks. Got to be looking at some point to move on to another program. He's an educator by day.
Well, Coach Shepard in his 8th season here at Henry Ford has built a good program and good reputation throughout the conference.
The point I was making is both of these guys are doing it the right way. They're not missing or skipping any steps. This JUCO level is a good level to learn and prepare you for the next level, which is D1.
He's out of bounds and off the foot of one of the Oakland defender. Coach Shepard wants a timeout to talk it over. All tied up at 8 o'clock. "30-second timeout. Wants to settle things down. Coach Shepard does. Want to keep his guys focused. Henry Ford Community College on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate. Bringing you all the action. I want to also say, go Lions!
Hey,
put that in there.
Calm down. We got a game in front of us that we got to take care of.
I know that's football.
This is a big one right here. If you're OCC, it's all about the psychology of this. You beat them here at home, you get them at their gym the next time. If you're Henry Ford, Coach Shepard has the eye on the prize. He's the quintessential eye on the tiger guy. Eye of the tiger guy. He's looking at the conference tournament. If it's October, he's still looking at the conference tournament.
Ziegler with a nice strong move inside.
A little bit too much body by Allen, and he's going to sub right on out of there. I'm just waiting on the arrival of everyone's favorite point guard here at Henry Ford, Shamarion Hardy. The tempo goes up when he's out there.
Good defense by Henry Ford. Quickly back the other way. Strong to the basket, not able to convert. Oakland in the open floor, the block by Marshall.
Well, somebody's got to tell our good friend Gerald Dotton III. Hey, listen, let the officials do what they do. They did miss a call down here. They missed it. Let it go. Keep playing. You know how I am about that, Jeff. That's a pet peeve. Hey, let the officials do their job. You got a job to do on the floor.
Absolutely. All tied up at 10. Three-point shot attempt is good.
Spicer. Nice pull-up three.
Ziegler looking for some space. Kind of forced that one up. Now fight for the ball and a jump ball. Possession will stay with Henry Ford.
It's going to be an interesting contest because OCC, all new roster, all new guys, all new program, new name, and they want to set a new precedence in this conference.
Marshall had that one blocked, and the Owls are coming to play. Good ball movement by the Owls from the outside. That one rolls in and out. Ziegler with the rebound in the open floor. Ziegler to the basket. And that foul is going to be on the floor before the shot is off.
What I really love about Henry Ford is when you push them, they push back. De La Salle pushing the not De La Salle, OCC pushing the tempo. Henry Ford pushing it right back. They letting you know that this is what we do. They're determined to stop Calvin Marshall. He was triple teamed on that last play there.
Ziegler from the corner's no good. The Owls from outside. That one's off the mark. Your officials, Michael Cena, Neil Howie, and Matthew Chima. Ziegler for three.
And Dad's sitting front row in his customary seat with his feet touching the floor. And if Omar Ziegler Jr. is hitting those shots and hitting the glass defensively, that's a problem for OCC today.
All tied up at 13.
Be consistent with those minutes. That's the big thing with OZ.
Three-pointer from the corner, no good. Marshall fighting for the rebound. That one's going to go off of, it looked like it went off one of the Hawks. But instead, the Hawks will retain possession.
Teams going to the bench. They're looking for a spark from anybody and everybody, but the key with these teams, by the time we get down to the last 5 minutes, if it's close, you're going to have your rotation set. There's Ziegler. And that's what a sophomore should do in a program like Henry Ford. Establish themselves early.
Good job by Henry Ford.
That's Zeke
Price gets on the board.
Azion Zeke Price. That's a nice name. Azion.
Good job defensively by Price, defending the basket. 17-13 your score. 11:33 in the first half here. Oakland Community College and Henry Ford College going at it in league play. Both teams 1-1 in the division, in the league. 12-4 for Oakland Community College and 11-4 for Henry Ford. And the outside shot is good by DJ Morrow.
You got to close it out. When you're playing defense, you must close out on threes. We saw that in the first game, the importance of it.
That one rolls in and out.
Wilburn did everything right but knocked down a shot. Good head fake.
Oakland gets it up quickly. Now sets up their offense. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Good aggressive defense.
Long jumper rattles in and out.
Good aggressive defense by Henry Ford. Transition the offense, turnover there, but Angel Tchaikovsky out of Macedonia had a nice long three down there. And then DJ Morrow. They can't get into a three-point contest with Henry Ford. At home, you're going to lose. When Henry Ford's at home hitting threes, run your stuff. I think a lot of teams panic and get pressure and start playing at Henry Ford's tempo. That's a losing proposition. We've seen it repeatedly. Shamarion Hardy checking in with 10:01 left before halftime. So
long three-pointer, way off the mark by Ziegler. It's an ill-advised shot. Just like looking at the face of the head coach. He didn't like it.
Spicer.
1 point lead by Oakland, 18-17 your score.
Spicer, nice up and under there. Now, Ziegler being aggressive, that's one thing. But here again, you kind of got to get back into the flow of letting the point guard or working for an open shot. It was a little bit I was kind of I thought he may not know exactly where he wanted to go with that, but he got to the free throw line, so that's good.
Ziegler shooting two, makes his first.
I want to know who won the King Persian game last night. I didn't get a chance to get over there, or I would imagine King, but I didn't see a score in the paper today, man. It used to be a time you open up the paper, you see every score you wanted.
Gerald Doughton checks back in for Henry Ford. All tied up at 18. That one rattles out. Long three-point attempt, no good. Couple of substitutions now in the game. Ziegler will sit. Number 5, Roberts will check in, and also Marshall will check in for Henry Ford. Nice strong move that time by Nick Spicer.
Spicer is one of those De La Salle pilots who probably knows exactly what the coach wants in his program. I would assume. I haven't been in any practice, but he's got to be somebody that is a just a derivative or a representative of the coach, the culture and things of that sort. I just love what OCC is trying to build, and the blueprint is right here with Henry Ford. Coach Shepard has steadily got this team in the Elite Eight, 3 of them. Count them, 3 Elite Eights in 8 years. That ain't bad. I don't care where you are.
.855 remaining here in the first half of play. Henry Ford and Oakland Community College going at it. Oakland with the 2-point lead, 2018.
Everhart. When he hits that when he hits that first shot,
watch out.
He struggled last week. He struggled a little bit, to say the least, against Wayne County.
Three-point attempt is off the mark. Henry Ford wants to run up in the open floor. Marshall getting the ball, whistles blow. It's going to be
at the stink for Henry Ford And OCC, I think OCC really cannot afford to try to, hey, they hit it, Henry Ford hits a three, the Hawks hit a three, we want to shoot a three. No, run your stuff and rely on the offense and execution to make things happen.
Oakland with the turnover. Nice drive, nice hard drive to the basket.
Oh, he's too fast, man. Hardy puts you on your skates. I wouldn't want to check him right now. And I prided myself in my late teens and early 20s being a pretty good defender. No, man. I don't want any parts of Hardy.
Whistles blow as leading the foul is Dot, number 8. And that will send number 21 to the line, shooting 2, and that's Mansour. His first free throw attempts. This is the first.
Mansour right here from Dearborn, a big kid, 6'7". Nice size.
Makes the second. 23-21 your score. Here comes the double. Everhard in the corner. Take a little time off the clock. Good ball rotation by Henry Ford, but they lose it out of bounds.
Little miscommunication. Hardy and E.J. Roberts.
Three-pointer, no hesitation right there. Jordan Wright for 3.
Well, we saw that in the first game. You don't close out on some of those threes, they become set shots.
Wright with the rebound. Wright quickly decked down the other way, and a blocking foul against Henry Ford. Marshall is called for the foul. We'll get Ziegler back into the game.
Henry Ford. Henry Ford being tested a little bit here.
Turn around off the glass. Ziegler snatches down the rebound. Up quickly. Nice job as Dotton for the 2 in the fast break.
That's a byproduct of him running the floor. Solomon with a nice in-rhythm 3. Now you don't argue that one. They came right back and answered it. And that 3 was a byproduct of, hey, we're going to run our offense.
Henry Ford down by 2. Strong move to the basket as hitting the floor pretty hard is E.J. Roberts. Roberts is fouled in the act of shooting.
And Ziegler's insisting upon getting folks to run back. He's talking to Gerald Dotton the third. Defense, 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 and he's right. OCC so far has succeeded in slowing the tempo. This score for Henry Ford usually is right around, mid-30s. They're about 10 off that pace that they usually have at this point, or this juncture of a half. They're usually 45 to 50 and a half at home. But Henry Ford's so versatile. Hey, Doesn't matter.
Has to be toughest job in collegiate athletics. Ziegler snatching the rebound. And whistles blow to stop the action on the floor. 26-27, your score. Oakland with a 1-point lead. 5:13 remaining here in the first half. Good look inside, number 21, Mansour.
Early on, blow for blow, OCC handling the blows and dealing some.
Ziegler determined to go inside. Ziegler with the rebound, can't convert the putback. Marshall with the loose ball.
They called a foul. Called Marshall with an elbow. That's his second foul. It's crazy. Didn't see much, didn't think it was much, but what do I know?
Long three-pointer is good as Holder steps into one. 32-26, and quickly back the other way. Number 10 is Wilburn.
Wilburn with a nice one, and before that, Holder with the three for OCC. We're in for a good game, I'm telling you. This kid has got to get going. And that is Shamarion Hardy.
His layup just rolled around on the rim and rolled off. 32-28 your score. 3:52 here in the first half. Got a good one. Two of the top teams in the division going at it.
You got a lot of weird stuff going on the floor. Ziegler is really demonstrative in talking to our guy, Marshall, and then Hardy. Marshall throws it to Hardy, and Hardy wasn't looking. Turnover. It's a turnover. You know, these guys got to get on the same page right now. And I saw Marshall just kind of cross, throw a kiss, throw it up to God. Hey, we'll need somebody right now to get this thing together. They're down 6. You can't play around with teams like OCC. It is early, though. It is quite early. But Henry Ford doesn't look like itself. I think it's fair to say that.
The defensive player was out of bounds, so that's going to stay with Oakland. 34-28 your score in favor of Oakland. The Owls. Shot clock ran out.
I just think everybody looks a little bit out of sorts right now.
Even
you
the
know,
officials.
Yeah, everybody looks a little bit out of sorts. Henry Ford's got to get it together and calm down.
Michael Cena, Neil Howell, Matthew Chima, your officials for the contest. Oakland will retain possession to the basket. They got the shot off, and that's a shot clock violation.
Well, that's pretty good defensive possession for Henry Ford. Now, let's see if Henry Ford could sustain consistency on offense. They're at 28 points. This is rare. We're used to 48 points by now.
Hardy to the basket, and it's fouled, and he'll go to the line shooting 2. Henry Ford determined to get to the glass. Both guards, Ziegler and Hardy. put it on the floor and attacking the basket against this Oakland team. Price now checking into the game.
One of the reasons to really get excited about Henry Ford is that kid right there, Shamarion Hardy. He's got to get going today, though.
4 points for Hardy. Long three-point attempt off the mark. Henry Ford with the rebound. Ziegler on the attack mode, or in the attack mode, draws the foul.
You got to love that about Ziegler today. He's being aggressive. This is the kind of thing that they're going to need throughout the season, and it's going to help him because everybody looks at him kind of like a tweener. What is he, a 1, a 2, a 3? What he is a good college basketball player if he's scoring points and rebounding.
Outside shot off the mark by Dotton. 2:18 remaining in the half. Jumper is good. Sweet one right there by DJ Morrow. Morrow with 5 points. Ziegler on the wing, looking for some space. Step back, no room. Dotton from outside is good.
Yeah. And he says something to the bench. And, you know, Dotton, come on now. I think he's doing some Calvin Marshall. Calvin Marshall does it. He does it, talks to his own bench. Dotton today is talking to their bench. He's got to get his head into the game, man. Now, that's a great play. Did they put it up on the board? I don't even think they put it up on the board.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. They need to put it up on the board. There you go. But there you got the technical foul. Dotton's got to play. He's if you ask me, he's taking too many threes. That you know, it's just looks a little out of sync. He knocked that one down, but he had came down and killed some possessions with some threes. He's got to get his rhythm and work within the system. Work with the team. You cannot force things like that. You can't look at their bench, say anything. Just play the game, man. Play the game.
And that was a 2-shot technical foul there. 38-32, 1:47 here in the first half remaining. Henry Ford in the zone, 2-3 zone, looks like.
No, that's straight man, Jeff. They're just packing it in.
Okay.
That's man, and that's helping recover. Play those passing lanes. Now, if you're Henry Ford, this last minute and 25, you want to try to tie this thing up.
Oakland did a good job in breaking the press.
You need to stop.
I mean, Henry Ford did a good job of breaking the press.
You need to stop. You need to stop.
Approaching the 1-minute mark. Long three-pointer off the mark. Ziegler with the loose ball. Hardy didn't waste any time there, just launched the three.
Way to go. Ziegler's having a decent half.
Yeah, good defense by Ziegler. Up quickly to Hardy.
Way to draw the foul. That's good. Wilburn has come off the bench and showed more energy than a lot of the kids on the floor. You gotta love it. It's rare that Henry Ford, who looks like unless the Hawks pull something out of the bag here, they may be trailing at the half. I think that's the first time this year, for sure, that I've seen here in where we've been doing the home games where they've been behind at the half. Small things to a giant, though. This is still, as Coach Shepard said, when this crowd gets into it, it sounds like 3,000 people are here. We don't have 3,000 people here tonight, but they make that kind of noise when it's going good.
Wilburn makes both free throws. Makes it a 2-point game, 38-36 in favor of Oakland. Good D by Ziegler.
Look at Ziegler. Look at Ziegler, man. Look at Ziegler.
5 seconds on the clock. Good D by Henry Ford, and
I like that by Wilburn. Wilburn and Ziegler. A lot of hustle plays. It could be worse at the half. Now, coach is getting into Dot in the third because Dot in the third is saying something to the official. Coach is telling him about what he missed out on the other end. So that's good coaching, and I just hope that Dot in the third sits down at halftime and says, hey, man, I'm going to worry about hooping. Just hoop. You ever play 5-on-5 somewhere, you tell your guys, man, just hoop so we can stay on the floor.
Just hoop. Absolutely. 38-36 is your halftime score in favor of Oakland. You're watching Henry Ford Hawk basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. I'm Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate. We'll be right back with the second half. Second half underway, 2-point lead by Oakland, and Henry Ford trying to regain some momentum in this contest. Ziegler with the ball on the outside. Good job by swinging the ball. Outside shot off the mark. Oakland with the rebound. Your first half thoughts on this one, Eric?
Yeah, I just think that Henry Ford right now has got to get into a rhythm because OCC is here to stay. They're playing at their tempo right now. They're running their stuff. Didn't hear much from Allen as he was put on the bench there. Ziegler and Wilburn played well off the bench. Ziegler started. Just got to get more out of your starters. Marshall was pretty quiet. Just got to have some guys really just play their games. And if it's going to be a slow down type thing, so be it. Henry Ford's got to execute.
Long three is good by Dotton.
And he's kind of animated going up and down the floor as to say, hey, I can hit this shot. I think guys are giving you the ball. You just got to stay mentally focused in the game.
10 points for Dotton in the first half, 13 for him so far, and a hard foul. Dotton goes down hard. Henry Ford with the 1-point lead. Dotton goes to the line, shooting 2.
Very talented player. Just got to make sure that he stays involved.
Dotton leading the way. 41-38 your score. That one knocked away. Good defense by Henry Ford. They forced the turnover. Marshall comes away with it.
And just like that, Henry Ford's got the lead. Let's see if they can maintain it and sustain it with good effort and good execution.
Ziegler with a nice step through, the layup and the foul.
Ziegler, man, nice drive to the basket. We said early on he needed to be consistent with his minutes. I think he has so far.
Short on the free throw. Committing the foul is Donald Wilburn. That's going to be his first.
I think Coach said if Wilburn is going to play with the energy and intensity that he has been, he's going to get some minutes.
Knocks down both free throws. 3-point lead. Holder with the steal. Hit the pocket. Went to the basket pretty hard. Oakland comes away with the rebound but turns it over. Over to Ziegler. Ziegler with the dunk.
Ziegler's having that kind of a game, man. Yo, up here.
10 points for Ziegler.
Never got him. I never got him.
5-point lead for Henry Ford. And the jump ball as Oakland keeps possession. Long three-point shot is good by Holder. Whistles blow as Marshall goes to the floor but draws the foul.
Relatively quiet game so far for our good friend Calvin Marshall, who plays with a lot of energy. He's kind of missing this so far today. And I saw him at halftime. I think his mom gave him something to drink. Maybe he's got a cold. Maybe he's a little sick. But whatever the case, if he can get that thing going, that would be good.
(47-43). Henry Ford in the man. He's done well with this man defense. Good job enforcing the turnover. Marshall to the basket and the layup count. Marshall strong to the basket.
Man, when he's running and going to the basket aggressive like that, that's his style. It works.
Long three is good by number 21, Jamel Mansour.
Mansour with a nice three-point basket. Henry, and off the turnover by Henry Ford, there's a travel against OCC. But it's a three-point game. This is still close. And we got Hardy checking in. I would imagine or suspect he's going to get some extended minutes. He's got to do something with them. He must be in the doghouse. He did something. We got to hold those first half stats thanks to some persistence. 2 of 10 shooting in the first half for Henry Ford from 3 against 5 to 16 for OCC. OCC in the first half shot 46.5%, where Henry Ford was pretty cold. 39.4. And Allen.
Nice drive to the basket.
Was limited to 5 minutes.
Mari Allen.
Mari Allen was limited to 5 minutes in the first half. He's got to produce. Did not score in that first half. Keep him out.
Oh, a little thunder in Dearborn.
Wilburn with a little grimace. Now it's starting to look like Henry Ford basketball.
(53-56). And that brought some noise to the house as Wilburn went to the basket with some very effective aggressiveness. With this timeout, we'll take a quick timeout. 15-12 here in the second half.
Send it to me.
53-46 your score. Shot clock violation. Good defense by Henry Ford.
I think it's because Henry Ford has, over the years, been able to score a lot of points, alley-oop dunks, high-flying threes, things of that sort. We take for granted that the team can play defense. What I like about this team defensively today for Henry Ford, as now guys seem to start to be having fun a lot, starting to have a little fun there. Nice alley-oop. Wilburn and Marshall. I want to finish my defensive thought, but they've gone offensive-minded and playing tough right now. I'm talking about Henry Ford. I think what I like about today is they're showing their hands. They're letting the officials know we're not. That's a good foul. We're not touching anybody. We're moving our feet, and that's the good thing about what they're doing today. And this team really has that kind of versatility. They can play half court. They can play defense. They've got the athletes. They've got the young men that know about the effort that Coach Shepard wants.
Ziegler called for the foul. That will send number 5, Nick Slicer, to the line, shooting 2. 55-49 is your score right now. 14-16 on the clock here in the second half. Slicer making both free throws. 5-point lead for Henry Ford. Oakland picking up in the half court. Long three-pointer deep in the corner from Marshall. He's feeling it.
He's smiling, so looks like he's having a little fun here in the second half.
Oakland looking for some help on the defensive end. Good job by Henry Ford to spread it out. Short jumper is good, and that's Hardy for 2.
And all of a sudden, that deficit at halftime, it's now a 10-point lead for Henry Ford.
In
There's
the
Hardy.
For Marshall.
Oh, nearly killed this guy.
Ziegler with the steal. Hardy back to Ziegler. Ziegler thought about it, put it on the floor, drove it to the basket. 3-point shot from outside, in and out.
Oh, they call a foul. Come on, let him play. What is the problem? Now, it would have been nice to get a conversion off of that, get 2. But now Henry Ford, double-digit lead. Starting to get really comfortable out there. Looks like they're playing together.
High off the glass is DJ Morrow for 2. Quickly back the other way. The 3-point assassin way off the mark there. Hasn't been able to find his range.
Had his struggles lately.
Short jumper, that one looked pretty good for Mashur. His first points of the second half. Ziegler at the top, skip pass, good ball movement. (60-54) your score. Henry Ford with the lead. Three-point shot from way outside. Count the bucket, number 3.
Well, don't look now. That 10-point lead is melted like snow on a sunny 40-degree winter day. It's down to 3. And OCC is not going to quit. They're not going to give up. Right on time, Everhart.
Needed that one in a big way. 63-57.
Wilburn picks up a foul. That's his second. Now, Dotton the third back into the lineup for Ziegler. So the combination you got here, now Allen's checking back in. Now you got 6 Hawks on the floor. Hardy looked like he didn't want to come out. And that's okay. He'll be back in. But nice combination of players in the game for Henry Ford. Wilburn.
Foul on the floor right there.
Yeah, Wilburn's wondering why they called him for the foul.
Long jumper from outside, no good. Everhart looking for the 3, now looking inside. (63-57) your score. Dotton taking the ball out underneath. 15 on the shot clock. Henry Ford being patient. Marshall.
I like the fact that Coach Jokai went to a zone against Henry Ford. That's a way to kind of contain what they do offensively, make them take long 3-point shots.
That's a long 3-pointer as Taylor knocks it down and makes it a 3-point game, 63-60.
Well, they're not going to back down. 63-60 inside 10 minutes, you got a chance.
Good double by Oakland. Henry Ford with the swing. Marshall from outside, no good. Not a good shot there for Marshall.
OCC did everything right, but they forgot the rebound.
Marshall in the corner from outside. That one rolls in and out. 2 long jumpers for Marshall. Marion Hardy now checking back into the game. Everhart into the game. And Henry Ford needs to settle down a little bit. 63-60 your score. 9:24 remaining in the contest. 3-point shot is good.
And sometimes a kid like Allen, who's used to being a scorer like he was in high school in Hamtramck, it takes a while, and other scores, other options on the floor. He just pulls up and takes a nice little 3 in rhythm, in stride. Just that easy for him sometimes.
66-60 is your score. It's a full timeout. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back with more Henry Ford basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. 9:18 remaining, 66-60 is your score. And they're in a battle right here, both teams. 1-1 in the conference. The Owls 12-4 overall, and the Hawks 11-4 overall.
Both lingering in those national rankings and in Division II of the NJCAA. And they might feel like it doesn't matter, but it does. I think as much as Coach Shepard says, conference tournament, these games, he wants to win them now. Make no mistake about it.
Everhart with the rebound. Henry Ford now trying to work the shot clock and get into the offense. Marshall from outside, and he is fouled on the three-point shot attempt.
Love this competition. Love what's happening.
So Marshall will go to the line, and he'll be shooting three.
When you got a kid like Marshall, you know what he can do. You know he can shoot it from the outside. You know he's a kid that's energetic. Look at this. And once he gets going, it's infectious. It permeates throughout the team.
Marshall knocks down all three free throws. 69-60. Good rebound in the open floor to Hardy. Hardy on the wing. Little hezzy. Marshall went to the basket hard. Hardy in the open floor wants to run. That one's knocked away. Good ball movement by Oakland. Outside shot, no good. Everhart tried to battle for the rebound, had it tapped away.
Well,
69-62.
Up and down type style favors Henry Ford. But make no mistake about it now, Oakland, they can hit some shots. Shamarion Hardy, a little bit out of his rhythm. And if Oakland's going to make a move, this is the lineup to do it against. They're a little smallish. Little patience there by OCC, working it deep in his shot clock.
10 on the shot clock. Good strong move that time. That's Nick Spicer for two. 69-64, 6:43 on the clock here in the second half of play, and this game is moving pretty fast. Everhart from way outside. It's good.
Man, that's a timely one. He hasn't taken a lot of shots. Doesn't seem like he's got the normal confidence that he's had early on, but, man, that was a big three.
Yes, it was. And a good time to find his range.
But right back at you. DJ Morrow, who's, pretty much matched Everhart with those threes.
(72-67), make that 74-67.
And Dot in the third. Talk about timely. They're going to go blow for blow down the stretch. This is going to be good.
Good look inside. Couldn't get that one to go, and over the back. No foul call.
Hardy has not had the normal game that we've grown to like. He didn't start. I've seen him get in here late. I don't know what led to him not starting, because Coach Shepard has sang his praises. But one thing about Coach, he doesn't compromise for anyone, ability aside.
Dotton couldn't get that one to drop. 74-67.
OCC's got to make a move if they're going to make this a nice road trip with a win. They got to hurry up and make a move.
Ziegler back into the game. Step back three. Oakland showing a little patience. High elbow that time, no foul called there. Looked like it could have been an offensive foul. Game getting physical. As Holder hits the floor pretty hard. Marshall has checked back into the game. Checking out of the game is Dotton. .422 and counting. Long three-pointer, it's good. Nick Spicer.
Well, we predicted a nice game. It is close. I mean, this is what teams just want to do. OCC's in this game, and that's what Coach Jokai wanted to be. Late in the game, talking to him in pregame, he wanted to be in the game. Now with 4:07 left, it's all about execution. It's all about getting some stops. You get 2 stops, you're right back in there to possibly take the lead and win the game. But Coach Shepard and Henry Ford, they're used to this. Everybody's best punch. This is kind of weird because by now we're looking at the next game. But Henry Ford, they got their work cut out for them to close it out. They didn't close it out on Wednesday night. That's Coach Shepard's words. Now let's see what they do now in a similar situation. They had a 8-point lead with 3 minutes to go and lost over at Macomb. Let's see if they can close it out here at home against OCC.
4-point lead right now with 4:07 remaining. Hardy bringing it up slow. Hardy attacking the basket. That one knocked away. Oakland getting the rebound, getting second and third opportunities at the offensive glass. Long three is good.
That's DJ Morrow, who has matched Everhart 3 for 3 and anybody else. It's a 1-point game. I said we'd have a good one, but it's a little closer cover now. Henry Ford's got to execute.
74-73, Ziegler attacking the basket.
Man, that's a don't worry about it, Coach. I got you. Now let's see if they can, they as in the Hawks can get a stop defensively and maintain the lead.
Good job in the low post. That's Jordan Wright. 1 point lead for Henry Ford, 76-75.
Perfect time for this young man with the ball to make something happen.
Marshall from outside.
Now OCC's got the ball and a chance to take the lead. And I'm trying to think, did they ever have the lead in this game? Not to my recollection. Early on, I don't remember. But of course I'm getting old. But I know this, that this is what you work for. And Henry Ford, they're gonna fight because they got pride.
Tried to pass that one over the top, number 21. It's Mansour.
Listen, they're gonna be about altogether about 6 possessions left in this game, and whoever wins these possessions wins the game. It's just that simple.
Good look for Ziegler. No whistles after the shot. Ziegler with a good job defensively in the low post.
And the officials are letting these kids play. That's good. I said there'd be about 6 possessions. This is possession 5.
Oakland in the zone. Looking inside, and that one's blocked by Mansour.
A 1 point lead with 1:34 left. I mean, what more can you ask for? But this is what this conference does. Coach Jokai, man, he's begging and pleading for calls. He's probably imploring the ref to just please call it both ways, but give us something when there's an obvious foul. You're not going to get that call here at Henry Ford. I think, unfortunately, officials are going to let these teams play in this gym, and if it's an obvious foul that's being committed against Henry Ford, they're going to get it. They're their home team. They've been good for a long time, and that's just kind of the way it goes.
Going down the stretch here, minute 34, 1 point lead for Henry Ford. Not a bad crowd on hand this afternoon to check this one out. Coach Shepard shouting the instructions, trying to let his team visualize what's happening right here.
Well, as Coach Jokai was working the officials, his assistant was in the huddle, and I'm sure he's letting these guys know the scenario. 1:34 left to play. You got to get a stop. There's 11 seconds left on the shot clock. That's the first thing you need to do. Get a stop.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Ziegler in the attack mode. Ziegler to the basket, gets that one to go.
Win, lose, or draw, we want Ziegler up here today to talk about this. This is the 4th possession. I said 6 possessions about a minute and a half ago. This is the 4th possession.
1 minute remaining. Long shot is good by Mansour. 1:08 on the clock, and we're all tied up at 78. And a full timeout call. Give me the strategy. What's going on here, Eric?
I just think here, that's a big-time 3, first of all. I'm not sure a Dearborn kid here at Henry Ford making something happen. 3 more possessions I predicted. Let's see what Henry Ford does with their 30 seconds. They've proven that they are more than just an up-and-down run-and-gun type team. They've proven that they can, get the ball, work their offense, and get a good shot. with all the three-point shooters that Henry Ford has, don't be surprised if somebody dribble drives, kicks it to Marshall, Dotton, or even Ziegler today. So it'll be interesting to see who they have in this lineup. I don't think Dotton III is going to finish because he's standing up. But on that bench, I mean, Hardy has got to control the tempo. He's going to have the ball. He hasn't had the best game, hasn't had a lot of minutes, but he's the kind of kid that can break your defense down. Let's see what he does. Does he dribble drive and dish it out, or does he keep it and try to hit a layup? He has that versatility.
1:08 remaining in the contest, all tied up at 78. You're watching the Henry Ford Hawks basketball on the Henry Ford streaming network on YouTube. And Jeff Lowe along with Eric Pate as we go down the stretch here of this one. Two good teams going at it here in the conference. Under a minute. Ziegler with the ball on the outside. Ziegler wants to attack. The kick back out to Ziegler at the top of the key. Back inside. Back outside to Ziegler for three. That one rolls out. And that's going to be an over-the-back call.
Jokai made a deposit and then he got a withdrawal. He complained to the officials about some stuff. And now look. And that's an offensive foul. And a 1-and-1. 44.4 seconds to go. That was pretty big, man. That is not pretty big. It was big.
Mari Allen goes over the back.
Nice two-man flow between Allen and Ziegler. I thought Ziegler would knock that shot down.
Holder at the free throw line knocks down the first.
Holder is a De La Salle kid. If I'm not mistaken, he was a state champion over there with Jokai.
Makes them both.
Now, if you're Henry Ford, you're getting this ball again.
2-point lead for Oakland. Nice step through drive. Ziegler there for the putback, couldn't get it to go.
Bad possessions, and
wants
that's
to put it back out.
Good smart play. A good smart play because he knew he got the lead. We always preach to the kids, hey, if you got the lead, why are you shooting? Pulled up, dribbled out, and ultimately got a foul committed against him. Hardy here, it was a wild shot. He really didn't have a good look.
So Holder back at the free throw line.
Does not look good for Henry Ford. And this is one of those things where they just didn't close it out after that timeout.
24 seconds on the game clock. (82-78). Hardy.
It bounced fortuitously right to Wilburn. If he hits that, man, now you're looking at three-point try. Now he's got to hit a three-point play. Now he's got to hit both of these free throws with 18.82 to go. Oh, that's a tough miss.
Yes, it was.
Now you got to either make it and get a stop or miss it on purpose. Obviously, you do want to make it. Now you get a timeout. You need a stop, because the shot clock is off. If you're OCC, you don't have to shoot it.
(82-79) in favor of Oakland. And like you said earlier, this is going to be a very good contest, and it turned out it is. 18.8 remaining on the clock.
tough one, man. A tough one for Henry Ford because the offense kind of went south. They just couldn't get good shot attempts. On that previous possession, Hardy today does not seem himself. Just kind of threw it up, and the previous possession before that Allen to Ziegler two-man game, it just didn't work. And you're going to have games like that, but in clutch time at home, you want to get some clutch buckets.
Let's see what Shepard is drawing up. $82-79, 18 seconds remaining.
Got to get a steal or think about a foul. You got to foul somebody if you don't get a steal off the initial pass.
Full court pressure, no double. Well, good job for Oakland to break the press. And the foul by Ziegler.
And with the 11.86 to go, they got the guy Lyndon Holder is a good free throw shooter. I mean, so now you got to hope that something unusual happens, which would be him missing a free throw. I had Piston tickets, man. I was hoping for a fast game, but I gave those tickets away. So, hey, I wouldn't mind a miss, a 3 in overtime.
Holder steps up,
look good.
Knocks it down.
Doesn't look good. And this is if you're Oakland, you just get back, no fouls. Henry Ford's got to come down, get a quickie, and get a steal off the inbound.
83-79. That one rattles out.
Now it's a quick three. It's quick three time.
Ziegler with the quick three. That one's off the mark. Oakland with the rebound, and Henry Ford with the foul. 3 seconds on the clock. And Oakland celebrating.
Yeah, that's a rough one for Oakland for Henry Ford, because they got to know they blew this. They had it, and I think Dotton is up on the bench. He's a little disappointed. He hadn't played in crunch time. But a lot of folks kind of were off today.
$84-79. And Ziegler will take the final shot.
And that's it.
That's your final score and your final thoughts on this one.
Well, we're going to talk to Coach Shepard. When they lose games at home, which is rare, it's tough to talk. But tonight, it just came down to those last 3 possessions of the game. And some things just didn't go well. Close games, you got to win them if you're going to win a championship. And I'm sure we'll, as I said, talk to Coach Shepard and talk about what possibly didn't go right for the team.
Your final score, 84-79.
OZ.
And we'll be right back with some words from Coach Shepard.